Three, two, one.
I'm at Food Basics, and has anyone noticed that the little maple leaf products have gone up? So anything that's made in Canada looks like it's gone up in price. Wow. $6.49 now for this yogurt. $6.99 for yo-yo, and that used to be 5 something. This used to be $4.99. Just because it has a little maple leaf beside it. Activia, $5.99. What am I going to do for this challenge, guys? I'm looking for stuff that's going to be at a good cost for this challenge. And, well, as you can see, yogurt's very expensive. $6.49 for, oh my gosh. These were $3.99. Now they went up to $4.29. Even my to-go ones. Now let's see if we can find them. Oh, actually, here they are, $2.99. These used to be $2.99. They're $3.49 now. Yep. $7.49 for cottage cheese. Don't think so. Cream cheese, $7.49. Nope. Nope. $3.99 for this one. It used to be $2.99. Chicken balls went up 99 cents. Sad.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Natty, and today is Grocery Haul 16. Grocery Haul 16. So we're now in April, and this week I'm doing something different. I'm going to do the $40 challenge. So the $40 challenge is I buy everything I need for that week for $40, and I feed me and my husband on that $40. So we don't eat anything from the pantry. We don't eat anything else from the freezer or fridge or anything like that. All we do is we use what we bought. I want to show people that it can be done. You can survive on $40 a week. You just got to look for sales. You got to look for reduce. And you got to do a little bit of cooking. So that's my challenge this week. I have $40 cash, and I'm picking up what I need to feed me and hubby 3 meals a day. 3 meals a day for 7 days. So far, I went to a couple places this week before the next sale rolls over. I'm going back on Saturday to get the leftover things on the new flyer. But this is what I got so far this week. Let me show you what I picked up. So doing this challenge, I'm trying not to get as much processed products. I want some fresh stuff, like, some meats and stuff. So I'm trying to make it where it's not stuff that's all frozen, pre-made meals. I want to make some meals. So there's going to be some cooking involved, some creativity, but this is what I got this week. I went to Giant Tiger. I was hoping that I would get some reduced meat because, sometimes the packs of meat come for $1, $2. They didn't have any reduced meat, but they had reduced buns, which is great. So 4 Kaiser buns for $1 and 4 cheese buns for $1. Right now it is Wednesday, so it's got to go in the freezer. So that's going to go in the freezer. I got some ground chicken. Ground chicken is expensive, guys. It's like $6, $7 per package. So I'm not too fond of the rolls, but I'll use it. I'll use it because it's cheap. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls in there. So that's 1.81 kilograms for $10. So ground chicken for this week, guys, that's going to be what I'm going to be using to make a lot of dishes. So $10. And that's it. That's all I got at Giant Tiger. There was nothing else on clearance. So the total cost for Giant Tiger today was $12. $12. I went to the Foodland looking for reduced meat. There was no reduced meat, but they had this family-sized pack of pork loins. or boneless pork loin centers. Look at how thick they are. So I can make a few meals with this. Actually, I can make 1, 2, 3 meals with that. I have a couple ideas in mind. So that cost $5.27. I also picked up lentils. Guys, if you're ever doing this challenge, or if you're really short on cash, get some lentils. This was 88 cents a can. It was on special, still on special. So I went in today because today was the last day. And here's the thing about lentils, guys. It's a filler. It's a good filler. So I have a few recipes this week, and I think I'm going to use that as a filler for my recipes. So the total cost for Foodland was $6.15. $6.15. Next up, I went to Dollarama. Dollarama has some good items for cheap, actually. The mixed vegetables are $1. So I picked up a can of mixed vegetables. The dark red kidney beans are $1. I picked up a can for that. Assorted cookies, 8 packs of individual cookies. So this is going to be our snack at night when we want something sugary, you know, something just to munch on. We're not going to buy chips this time. We're just going to have a couple of these cookies with maybe a tea or something. I also got some quick oats for breakfast. So I'm thinking about making some breakfast bars and using some of it for fillers with the ground chicken. I have a couple of things I want to make with that. So some ideas, guys. Got some ideas. So the total cost for that was $5.65. $5.65. On here, I also picked up a pepperoni stick for Jay, so that was taken off. And Jay wanted tortillas for this week before the challenge, which was a $2.25. So, yeah, that was the total cost of the products that I bought today. $5.65. So next up, I went to Food Basics. They had the pasta on special, a 900-gram bag for 88 cents. So I picked the rotini pasta for this week. I also picked up tomato paste for 99 cents, Italian and herb. So I picked the Unico tomato paste instead of sauce because the sauce is more expensive. And I could go a long way and stretch that tomato paste with my recipes this week. So the total cost for today at Food Basics was $1.97. $1.97. So this is what I picked up this week so far. I'm going to go to the Food Basics this weekend to finish up this order because I have a couple more things I want to add because this did not add up to $40. This only added up to $24.89. So I still have some money to play with. I still have $15.11 to play with. So I'm going to add a few more things to make this week happen. So during this challenge, there's going to be some freebies that I don't have to buy. Get these packets in the restaurants. Some Splenda, sweeteners, xylitol. So I'm going to use that if I need it. I also am going to use a couple of things in my fridge. Yes, those are condiments. So my mom collects them for me. And every time we go to get a burger or something in a restaurant, drive through, I always ask for packets of ketchup, vinegar, salt and pepper, mayonnaise. Yes, some places give you mayonnaise. So I have mayonnaise, so I can use mayonnaise this week. I don't have to buy any. I got vinegar, I got ketchup, I got soy sauce. My mom gives me a lot of soy sauces because she loves Chinese food. Plum sauce. I think there's a mustard packet in there too. Mustard. So we could use that up this week. This stuff is free to use. I was thinking about using my condiments and stuff because people usually have condiments in their fridge. But I'm not going to use those. I'm just going to use this. This is a freebie and the sugar is a freebie as well. I also am going to use my spices, my oils to cook with. So, you know, celery seed, salt and pepper, cinnamon, cilantro, all the spices that I have in my cupboard. Not the packets, just the ones that are open here. Okay. So I also have some here as well. So these are all open. I'm going to use what I have. So everybody has spices. If you don't, you should have spices in your cupboard because that's what makes everything taste delicious. And that's what makes this challenge a little bit better, you know, because sometimes you can't afford to get the extra ingredients, and these spices are what work. So everybody should have spices in their cupboard, oils, whatever else. This is what makes the challenge a lot better. This is what helps make this challenge tastier because you don't have all the ingredients you usually need. So yeah, spices it is. That's a freebie. Okay, so I got the pork ready. 2 in each. And that's going in the freezer for 3 different meals. Well, good morning. Don't mind the hair. Well, you can't see it. It's in the hoodie. I've been stressing out, guys. This $40 challenge is very, very stressful. I picked the worst week possible because the flyers absolutely suck this week. I went to a few stores yesterday and I found no reduce. And if I did find reduce, it was meat at an absurd price. You know, it's like $30, $20, and let's take 30% off. No, can't afford that. That being said, guys, I'm really worried because I am trying to eat as healthy as possible, and a lot of the food that I have to choose is high carb foods, like pasta. The only reason I bought pasta was it was 88 cents, and it's a good filler. And I'm also going to have to fill this week with rice, and I'm going to have to fill it with potatoes. I was looking for potatoes, guys. No potatoes on special. The only potatoes they had on special was for a 3-pound bag for $4. I'm like, not paying that. Not paying that. And plus, that's a big dip in my budget. So, yeah, I had to find alternatives for things, and it's like, wow. I'm trying to make a menu, and it's like, the meat's expensive, the fruits and veggies are expensive, there's nothing on sale for things that I want to make, and it's like, oh my god, what am I going to do? So far you see what I have. That's what I have so far, and I still have a little bit of money to spend, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I find something that will sustain us for the week, that won't be totally all high carb items that, you know, are just fillers. We'll see, guys. We'll see. But right now, I'm stressed. I am stressed. If this was just me, it would be perfectly fine. But I have to feed Jay in this challenge as well. And just me, I could do it nice and easy, you know. But 2 people on $40, it's really getting tight, guys. It's really getting tight. And like I said, this is the worst possible week to do this. The shittiest sales everywhere. Okay, bear with me. This is an excursion this week. Whew. I went to your independent grocer because the new sale said they had the Stampede hot dogs on for $2.85. So we get these jumbo 10 wieners that we absolutely love for $2.85. So I went early this week on the Thursday to pick this up. And I wanted to see if they had reduced, but they didn't have reduced meat, but they had reduced bananas. So the bananas I got for 79 cents. So 79 cents, that's with the reduced price. So I got 5 bananas. 5 bananas. So that's going to be good this week because I'm going to use it with the oatmeal. I'm going to do something with that. And I did find this on special, a full chicken. Absolutely ecstatic about this. $6.01 for this whole chicken. So there's some of the meat that I'm going to be using this week. Now, you remember I bought the ground chicken. The 4 packs of ground chicken at the Giant Tiger for $10. I changed my mind, guys. We're going to take that off the list. So at Giant Tiger, I only spent $2 on those 2 packs of buns. And we're going to take this off, and I'm going to keep this for Bella. I already cooked her 2 rolls. I usually buy her a bag a week. So this is her bag, so it's off the menu. Off the menu. So I have that extra $10 to play with, right? So I'm going to the Food Basics this weekend to finish off this order. And hopefully I could find what I'm looking for. And we'll be able to make a menu for this week. Well, those cookies that I picked up at Dollarama, I like to be organized, guys. So I opened up the package to see what exactly we have for cookies. And we are having cookies for each day. So we have 7 packs plus an extra one of different varieties of cookies. Some, the double ones with the filling in the middle, have 5 in each. So we'll have that extra cookie. We'll have 2 each and an extra cookie. And the ones that are single have 9. So we'll have an extra cookie, 4 each with an extra cookie. So I'm going to take the extra malt and those extra cookies from the double ones and whatever. And I'll keep it to make another dessert. So yeah, organized much? I think so. And now for the last part of my grocery haul. So today is Saturday. It's the day before the start of the challenge. And today I picked this up at Food Basics and the Metro. So this was picked up at the Metro. I went in there to see if they had anything on reduce. And they had this butternut squash for 99 cents. So I'm definitely going to be adding that to my menu this week. And that's it for Metro. 99 cents. As for Food Basics, these are the things that I picked up. I picked up a bread, so we're going to have bread this week for $1.99. You know, guys, it's cheaper to actually buy the bread and make it than making it myself, because the cheapest small little bag about this big was $2.29, and that wouldn't have made what I wanted for bread and everything else. And I didn't have yeast and all that stuff, so yeah, it wasn't in the budget. So $1.99 for the bread, the cheapest I could find in this city right now. Of course, eggs. We got a dozen eggs. The dozen eggs cost the same thing as usual. It's $3.93. These have gone up. So they weren't on special, but I needed them for this week because the potatoes are absurdly priced right now. I could have got a 15-pound bag for $3.99, but I don't want 15 pounds of potatoes when I have little potatoes that I have to eat in my pantry. So I didn't want lots of potatoes. I could have got a smaller bag, a 3-pound bag for $4, but I'm like, no. So I got these hash browns. They were $2.67. So we're going to be using that this week for this challenge. Spaghetti, frozen vegetables. So in this, like you've seen in other videos before, it has onions, celery, carrots, green peppers, and red peppers. There's my veg that I needed this week. If I would have bought it fresh or even reduced all these vegetables, it would have cost an arm and a leg. Let me tell you, the fruits and vegetables this week are not on special. None. Well, you can't say none. They had tomatoes on a vine for 88 cents a pound, but I needed more than just tomatoes. So that being said, that was $2.67. Basmati rice. Now, this is the cheapest I could find. 400 grams for $1.99. It's even cheaper than Dollarama. Dollarama's way over $1 now. I think it's $2 something. So we'll be using that this week. And I got this Clubhouse cheese sauce mix again because I enjoyed that with the pasta last time. I'm going to be doing a recipe this week with this, and it only cost me 99 cents. 99 cents. That will be my cheese for the week. I'll be missing cheese, which is something that's not common in this house. So this will be my cheese. And then that's it, guys. That is my grocery haul for Food Basics and Metro. So the total cost for food basics was $14.24. $14.24. Okay, guys, so this is what we're having this week for this $40 grocery challenge. The total came up to $39.66. $39.66.
Wow.
So I'm going to go through what we got. We got some butternut squash, some hash browns, some mixed vegetables, some basmati rice, some cheese sauce, a loaf of bread, 4 cheese buns, 4 Kaiser buns, a dozen eggs, lentils, tomato paste, mixed veg, kidney beans, quick oats, and of course these freebies that you get from the restaurant, so sugars and stuff like that, sweeteners. Rotini pasta. These are the cookies I got from Dollarama. I already individually fixed them up, so each day we get a pack. Stampede hot dogs. So there's 10 in this package. A full chicken. 6 boneless pork loins that I already separated, 2 in each. And 5 bananas. And that is what I got today for $39.66. $39.66. Let me tell you guys, this challenge was a little bit nerve-wracking at first. But once I figured out what I was going to make for the week with what I pretty much had in the middle of the week, I was like, okay, I got to get a couple more things at Food Basics. I could do this. It's a lot of planning, guys. It's a lot of planning. There won't be much cooking. Like, there's some cooking involved. But they're going to be easy recipes. They're going to be with easy ingredients, obviously. And I think that we'll be able to do this. So this week's challenge, only the $40 that I bought. I'm not using things from my pantry. I'm not using extra things from my fridge, except for the condiments that I showed you earlier. So the ketchup packets, soy sauce packets, little packets that you get from the restaurants and stuff. I still have some there and I need to get rid of them. So those are pretty much freebies anyways. I will also be using those sugar packets from the restaurants as well, because I can use those up. Those are free. And that is what I'm going to be using this week. As for drinks, we will be drinking water. We have teas. People that drink tea always have tea in their house. And the tea that I have here was already bought, and it's 99-cent tea. So we're going to have cinnamon tea, and we're also going to have, I think it's raspberry tea. I bought it at Dollar Tree a while back. I have lots of tea in my house. So tea is free because people always have tea in the house. If you're a tea drinker, there's always tea in the house. So tea. And that is what we're going to have for this week. And of course, can't forget, oils, spices, salt and pepper, herbs, those kind of things that are already in your cupboard that you should have in your cupboard, because if you're cooking, you should have these things, right? Those are free to use. Oil, of course, for cooking and stuff like that. Butter as well, because butter is essential in my house. I always have butter in my house. It's what I use for cooking all the time, so we're going to be using that for cooking. But other than that, everything you see on the counter is what I'm using this month. Or sorry, not this month. Woo! This week. This is what I'm using this week to feed me and hubby for 3 meals a day plus 1 snack at night. So stay tuned for that, guys. I'll be doing the first episode tomorrow, and I'll be doing an episode every day for the next 7 days. So you'll be able to see day by day what we're eating. And this will be the challenge this week. I hope you follow me this week. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss out on my videos. Okay, guys, if you haven't already, click on the bell below this video so you do not miss on any videos. Click on the bell, it will come up and it will say all. Click on all, that way you don't miss any of my videos. And you can stay tuned to tomorrow's video at 4 p.m. It will be day 1. So day 1 will have my breakfast, lunch, and dinner for day 1. Oh, and snack. So stay tuned for that, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you again soon. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.